What is up, guys? I am back out with another video, and this one's going to be the top 5 fantasy sleepers of the 2016 season. Now, you guys should note that this is not in any order at all. Number 1's not number 1, number 5's not number 5, so no order. I didn't rank them. These are just 5 guys I think are going to have outstanding seasons, and they're sleepers. That's what they call them. So let's jump in right at number 5. We have DeVanте Parker, the wide receiver, the number 2 wide receiver, we should say, for the Miami Dolphins. Now, we all know Landry's the number 1, but he's a slot type of guy, and he's not going to run those number 1 routes that because his size is smaller. So that's why this man right here at 6'2", I believe he's 6'2", I don't know. He's going to step right in there, run those number 1 routes, get him more looks, and Tannehill's going to look at him because he's a big body, and I think he's going to have a great year. I mean, Dolphins, I think they're going to be down a lot in games because they don't have the greatest of defenses, so they're going to have to throw a lot. And Parker's going to be that big body that Tannehill's looking for, like I've said before. And I just really like him this year, and I believe he can catch a lot of touchdowns this year. He could even get up to 10 touchdowns this year. I think he's going to be around a 6 to 8 margin, but he could possibly reach 10 touchdowns this year, which would be a great steal in this draft because I believe he's going in the 7th or 8th round or something. Depends what league you're in, but he's a total steer if you can get him. So take a look at him because he is a wide receiver too. So let's go to number 4 here. We have LADARIUS Green, the new tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers, not the San Diego Chargers as pictured. He was traded over the offseason. I think he was traded or acquired because he was a free agent, something like that. But he moved over teams from San Diego to Pittsburgh. Now, we all know Pittsburgh, Heath Miller, the longtime tight end there, no longer there. He retired. He is done. So, and Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers offense really loved Heath and liked that tight end position spot. So that's why they went out and got LADARIUS Green. And I think LADARIUS Green is going to have a great year. I mean, think about it. Of course, they have the best receiver in football in Antonio Brown, but Bell's going to be out 4 weeks, and they have no more Martavis Bryant. So they're going to have to look for a big body, and he is the big body, LADARIUS Green. So if he can go out there and produce with a good quarterback in Ben, if he stays healthy, I think he's going to have a monster here. And he's not going top 5 tight ends. I mean, you could easily get him later in your drafts. You can wait on your tight end to the last couple of rounds, and LADARIUS Green's still going to be up there. A lot of people don't know about him because he's a new team. They're looking at big guys I've seen people take Jimmy Graham over LADARIUS Green. And I'm scratching my head because, I have no clue. And I don't know. But I really like Green this year, so if you can pick him up late in the draft, definitely go for it. He's going to be great, in my opinion. Now let's go to number 3, Marvin Jones. I'm really, really big on Marvin Jones this year, and I will tell you why. I have tons of facts. Now, he's pictured in here as a Cincinnati Bengal. That was last season. He moved over to Detroit this season. Let me tell you why Marvin Jones. He's probably one of my favorites, maybe even number 1. Marvin Jones. He's going to be the number 2 on the Detroit Lions. Calvin Johnson no longer there. Moves Golden Tate to the 1. I don't know if Golden Tate can run those number 1 routes. I think he can, but you never know. I just got news today, and everyone got news today, that Eric Ebron was carted off the field with a torn Achilles, looking like it. So he's going to be most likely done for the season. So who else do they have? They have Tate, but who else? Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones is a sleeper because not a lot of people knew about him, even in Cincinnati. But he moving over teams, and Stafford, Stafford, he likes to throw the ball all around. So he's going to have a number 2 in Marvin Jones. I think he's going to have a fantastic year. He might be the steal of the draft. If you can pick him up later, I almost pick him up every mock draft because a lot of people forget about him and go for other guys that they know more. This guy right here, take a look at him, please. He's a great wide receiver tool that you can have on your bench or as your flex position or something like that because he is going to be good. Trust me on this, guys. I really like this guy a lot this year. So definitely take some time and look into him because I really like him this year. So let's go to number 2. Blake Bortles. Now, it seems like everyone has Blake Bortles on their sleeper pick. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if he's much of a sleeper. But he is a sleeper in my books because, he had one great year, yes. But he had turnover issues. 18 interceptions, I believe, last year. That's a lot. That's not good fantasy numbers there. But he had 35 touchdowns passed, I believe, over 4,500 yards. He had a monster year last year. He has 2 wide receivers on the outside, and Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns, that are almost elite. Allen Robinson is elite, but Allen Hurns is getting to that elite level, and he caught tons of touchdowns last year, and Allen Robinson was tied for the league lead in touchdowns with 14. They also have an underperforming tight end, Julius Thomas, who we all know that hasn't done anything because he's been hurt or something. I think if he can step up in a big way this year, gives another option for Blake Bortles in that offense. And I really like Bortles. Just he's gonna be what, a year 3 or 2? Oh man, I don't even know. Quarterback, but I really like him this year. I've been looking at their schedule and I'm liking the little matchups. There's a couple tough games in there, but I like that because it's gonna have them stay in the game more and they're gonna have to pass a lot. So I like that. They have an all screwed up running team. They have Ivory. They have TJ Yeldon. I mean, I don't even know what's going on there. I'm staying away from those guys. If you were wondering on fantasy, I don't want to take Ivory or Yeldon at all. I'm staying away from that because I think this team's going to pass a lot because, I mean, just the reasons I told you there. And they have this guy, Blake Bortles, who is going to be their franchise quarterback, and why not? So Blake Bortles, if you need a QB and you're waiting on a QB, which I suggest, pick him up because he's going to be good. Number 1, we have Sterling Shepard, the wide receiver for the Giants. Now, Sterling Shepard coming over from Oklahoma, I believe he played for. I think that's right. But I see him as a number 3 this year behind Cruz and Beckham, of course. And he's taking over Ruben Randall's spot. But I think he can pass Victor Cruz and be the number 2 this year, only because we all know Victor Cruz, he's having all these injuries. I just don't think his body's going to hold up all 16 games. So I think Sterling Shepard is going to step up. And like I said in the previous videos, their new head coach, McAdoo or something like that, I don't know. But they have a new head coach that wants a faster-paced offense. So that's why I'm really liking Eli Manning this year. So if you guys need a quarterback as well, Bortles and Eli Manning are my top 2 sleepers, if you even consider him a sleeper. But Sterling Shepard, I really like him this year. He can emerge. He plays all around just like Odell Beckham. If people are all focusing on Odell Beckham, they're going to be turning to another guy, and that's going to be Sterling Shepard. We all know Eli throws it all around. They don't have much of a running game. So I'm liking this guy. If you can target him later in your drafts, go for it because he's a great bench piece that you guys should have. He has big upside potential. As a rookie coming into this league, we never know what to expect, but I expect big things from this man right here. So that's going to be all my 5 sleepers for this year. Of course, there's many others, but these are top 5 that I like a lot this year. If you guys have any concerns about my picks, if you don't agree, if you do agree, leave it down below in the comment section. Like this video if you can. Well, can't, whatever. But that would be awesome if you guys could show appreciation and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe down below if you guys want to check out some more of my videos. Season is almost here. What is it? Almost a month away now. That is crazy. I'm so pumped for the season. September 8th, Thursday night. Let's go. We got a Super Bowl rematch, so I'm so pumped for that. But waiting till that time, I'm just going to be pumping out more videos, helping you guys out because fantasy drafts are right around the corner, if not already started. And you guys need your input. I'm your guy. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I'm your guy. And here we go. So that's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned. There's a lot more coming. I'll see you guys later in the next one. Peace.